This one thing will leave you speechless. After we were born, we were programmed and conditioned to express irritation, frustration, anger towards children, personal finances, and life circumstances. Now, feeling these emotions is okay. Being aware of these emotions is highly recommended, as staying aware of them and fully feeling them allows you to fully process instead of those emotions being projected onto others or suppressed. However, what most of us were programmed and conditioned to do, from family members, society, TV, movies, etc., was the latter: to project and suppress. So do not confuse peaceful or conscious parenting or just conscious living with the habit of suppressing emotion. No, fully feel. Stay aware of it. Look, stay aware, awake, conscious, lucid. Be open and honest about your process with yourself, your partner, and your children. Please notice how we have been programmed and conditioned to hide that part of our humanity from those within our household. Please be aware of how we have the habit collectively of expansion occurring within us, aka triggers, an opportunity to look at beliefs and thoughts that do not resonate with who we've become, and to sit with the discomfort of those beliefs and thought patterns that feel icky because they are not in sync with who we've become, to feel that discomfort and to try to ignore it or act like it's not happening to save face, to not appear vulnerable or to not appear weak. But if we want our children and those in our life to be more open and transparent and to communicate honestly and to feel free to be authentic and fully themselves, you let them know that you are a safe space for that to occur by showing up for yourself the same way and being honest and transparent about what you've got going on. And as parents, sometimes that may look like something you never experienced. Some of you watching this may never have experienced your parent sit with their emotion, hold space for their emotion. A lot of you watching this video were raised by parents who had not really fully dealt with their own childhood trauma, who experienced a lot of childhood trauma themselves, and a lot of which stunted their growth on an emotional level, stunted their ability, well, not their ability, everyone is able, but stunted their capacity, if you will, to consciously choose to mature through awareness. Some of you were raised by parents who did not embody or model what it looked like to be transparent and open and honest about how they're feeling. And so for you, as the cycle breaker, when it comes down to a lot of that, it may feel difficult for you to do the same. But the more that you experience in real time the freedom that you feel when you are honest and open, when you are experiencing a trigger and you just say, I am experiencing a trigger right now. There is a belief that something is wrong right now. There is a belief that something bad is happening right now. I know all you did was XYZ and it doesn't seem like a big deal, but there's a belief here that something is wrong. And even I don't even understand it. It doesn't make sense to me, but it's there because I'm feeling the discomfort. I'm experiencing the trigger. But I am awareness at my core. I am awareness, and I am aware of this discomfort. I am aware of the discomfort and the expansion that is occurring due to this belief that feels icky to believe, right? Which is why I'm experiencing the discomfort when I think about what just happened in this way. I am awareness, and everything is unfolding better than I can possibly imagine. Everything is okay. We are safe. I am safe. Everything is okay, right? And I am free to view what just happened in a completely different light. The more that you give yourself permission to be open and vulnerable and to even verbally process your triggers and what you're experiencing and that expansion that is occurring so often throughout the day, with your children, your partner, yourself, the freedom that you feel is insane. Triggers, emotions, thoughts, they no longer can hijack the body because you're not suppressing it. You're not keeping it unconscious. You're willing to shine some love on the situation. Awareness. You are willing to look. And what you look at can't control you. What you no longer suppress or project onto others can control you or dictate your reaction anymore. This is going to lead to you drastically reducing how often you do and say things that you regret or feel guilty over. Please give yourself permission to notice that most of the things that you do and say that you regret is because you go unconscious, is because an emotion or some discomfort when triggered hijacks your body and you are no longer present in the body. You are no longer present and aware. The emotion takes over. The body does or says some things that reflect the emotion that you are identifying with. And then a few hours later, you look back and you're like, oh, I can't believe I did that. It's because your true self that is present and aware and extremely intelligent, you weren't fully present. So you couldn't make that most intelligent choice or that choice that would have felt best for you. But you're about to start witnessing yourself make much more intelligent choices because you are starting to give yourself permission to be more present, aware, grounded, and you are willing to look and feel and process. Do not hide that you are triggered. Boldly accept it and even share it. When I was a child, I did not feel that I could express myself freely. When I was a teen, I did not feel like I had a safe space to express my emotions or feelings. I did not feel like I had a safe space to express what all I had experienced and was experiencing in this life. If your parents never had a safe space to fully be authentic themselves and to verbalize their emotions and the things they had experienced, it'll be hard for them to be that for you. Not impossible though, obviously, because you're doing it. Now, for a lot of us, we're realizing that expressing ourselves authentically and vulnerably is the most freeing thing on the planet. If we cannot fully look at what we are feeling, if we cannot fully be aware of what's happening within us, then how can we really ever be 100% honest with another? If we cannot face what is happening within us fully and sit with it, how can we ever really do that for someone else? We may have been programmed and conditioned to project or suppress our emotions. We may have been programmed and conditioned to identify with emotions and thought forms instead of to be the awareness of them, to be aware of them and their fleeting temporary nature. But what you have been programmed and conditioned to do does not have to be what you continue to do if it no longer resonates with you to do it. You are awareness, aware, free. We get to experience more of that freedom consciously the more that we give ourselves permission to stay aware, and the more that we fully feel the emotions that come and go. Stop being willing to just sit with the parts of you that are happy and positive. That's the easy part. Your life really starts to take off, and you start to experience more healthy connections and abundance when you make it an intentional point to sit with the anger, the rage, the negativity, the shame, and the guilt. You are not here to only love parts of yourself. You are love. All of you. Every part.